Okay, so I made this Jojo Bizarre Adventure stage for Whole Horse, basically at the request of AboMuh. Uh, he wanted me to separate these two like Orochi Herman JoJo stages into. I didn't have full context for what he meant at the time, because like the one that he was asking for was like this day to night transition, but I haven't seen the night version in the game yet, and I'm pretty sure in the game, like it copies like this stage and then uses Mariah's stage from the game and like splits them into two different stages when they used to be one stage in the arcade version. So like Whole Horse's stage is into here over on the right, like it doesn't go any further. And like Mariah's stage, like you don't see this part of the stage. But in the original arcade, like this was the left side and Mariah's was the right side, and they were just mooshed together. But so I'm pretty sure that's what he wanted. He wanted like the Whole Horse and the Mariah separate. I don't even know if the night version even exists in the source game. The reason I haven't made the night version yet is because I was waiting to see if it existed in the source game. I have a feeling it doesn't, but we'll see, or somebody tell me. But since Mariah and Whole Horse's stage are like two separate stages as well, I'm not going to release them in a pack. I'm just going to release this Whole Horse one first, which I managed to get to first in the game, which took me a second because, frankly, they for some reason they locked a bunch of the stages so you like in training mode, so you can't just go into training mode and like mess around, or even like I couldn't get into versus mode either to mess around in case like that was a way to access the stage. So I had to like hunt around in the game till the stage finally came up, which sucked. But okay, some of the other things, like Orochi Herman's version had a bunch of resize damage from like artificially stretching the image out. So instead of doing that, I went and got all the sprites new. And so yeah, like this should be way cleaner and not have little distortions all over it because of resize damage. So that's like the big advantage mine has over Orochi Herman's version is there's no resize damage. But I had to like mess with the zoom settings because there's literally not enough art to like cover this like the default resolution of Mugen. So like there would have been like void exposed just by default, even on the bare minimum. So yeah, there's not even room to really zoom out. And I also went out of my way to like make sure that like Whole Horse's sprite was like lined up exactly where it was in the game. And just in case this like version of Whole Horse wasn't accurate, like as far as like getting its foot position accurate, I went and checked it against Kung Fu Man. Like if you look really closely here, you can see like it's sharing the same bottom line as Kung Fu Man's foot, which is kind of supposed to be the standard of Mugen. So like this should be a pretty accurate like sprite position Whole Horse. So like Whole Horse should look perfect in his own stage. That's basically it. I'll probably be doing Mariah's stage probably as soon as tomorrow. Um, I might do a night version if that's what people want, but I mean, I'll definitely do a night version if the night version exists in the game normally. But I was actually in the middle of doing a completely different stage before AboMuh's showed up with his request. But AboMuh's request could be done really quickly. The other request is going to be a bit. But that's all. Enjoy this JoJo stage, guys.